Hello dear traders, hello dear friends, and welcome to our stream. My name is Nick.
My name is Shahbaz and I am financial analyst at Olymptrade.
Well, Shahbaz is originally from India, and today he will definitely help us with the Indian market, the Indian economy situation, and with all these things.
So Nick, what is the topic for today?
Well, inflation, by the way. So inflation is one of the most popular topics and one of the most interesting topics all around the world right now, my friends. But before we go to this topic, so let me remind you that you have a chance to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss anything. So please click the notification bell that you won't miss our future streams. And also don't forget that we have social networks, we have comment sections for you, for your questions, for everything. So inflation is beating its record highs right now. In the United States, inflation is around like 7.3% according to the latest data, and in Europe, in the United States it's 8.3%, and in Europe it's 7.4%, and even in the UK it's almost 9%. So how is it going in India?
Even in India, it's around 7.79%, and it is constantly growing.
So actually we will speak about India a little bit later, but what is the reason? So why inflation is growing? Shahbaz, what do you think?
I think it's because of oil prices. What do you think, Nick?
Well, my friends, not just because of oil prices, but because of energy prices in general. Yeah. So if we speak about the oil price, well, the Brent oil price has been remaining above $100 per barrel for about like 3 months in a row. And also natural gas prices are rising. As a result, we might say that it increases the cost of the supply chain. Well, it means that to deliver goods to the final shop, it costs much more than it was in like several years ago. Yes, and what is bad also that actually the situation is deteriorating also because of food crisis. Yeah, so just because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and Russia and Ukraine are the main suppliers of wheat on a market. So they took more than 30% of the global market.
Even India is the second largest wheat producer in the world after China. Talking about inflation, what do you think, Nick? Is it because of Russia-Ukraine war?
Yes and no. So not exactly. Yeah. So speaking about the war, yes, of course, it causes problems with the inflation, but also, my friends, we might mention that during the COVID-19 crisis, well, the Federal Reserve System, so this is the American Central Bank, printed a lot of money. So more than $3 trillion was printed by Fed, and actually they tried to fight this COVID-19 crisis, but instead of this, they provoked another one. So this was a classical like shot in the leg.
Good expression.
Well, but that's truly so.
So Nick, how does it impact our money?
Directly, of course, directly, my friends. Well, to fight the inflation, the central banks of many countries, yes, all around the world, so they started increasing the interest rates. Yes, well, speaking about the United States, so they increased the interest rate till 1%. The same did the Bank of Canada, the same did the Bank of England. The New Zealand banks, the New Zealand Central Bank, increased the interest rate till 1.5% already, and even export-oriented Australia increase the interest rate till 0.35%.
That's really shocking. And in this situation, how can we save our money?
Well, speaking about inflation, well, inflation is burning our money, by the way. And what can I say? So even if you invest in a stock market, yeah, so the stock markets are falling, so because the interest rate hikes. So actually, what can I say? Well, at first, of course, so while central banks are increasing the interest rate, the US dollar is rising. Yes, and so this is the first thing. The second thing, so how to protect our money from the inflation. So, well, Of course, you may open short positions on the stock market. So the stock market is falling, so you may just try to short some stocks. The second possible way, so you may try to buy some ETFs. Yeah, so exchange traded funds. So there are some type of reversal ETFs. So for example, on Olymp platform, we've got Nasdaq reversal ETF, and so you may buy these shares and benefit from the stock market fallings. Also, my friends, of course, you may try to buy, for example, some energy companies, energy stocks, stocks of energy companies. So, for example, on Olymp, we've got BP, yeah, so this is British Petroleum. Also, we've got Chevron and ExxonMobil from the United States, and energy companies, so they will definitely benefit from the price of oil. Yes, well, speaking about the last several weeks, the majority of United States indices, they fell in average in around 10%, but energy companies, they were quite stable. So that's why, well, I guess they will benefit. And also we've got gold, of course. So if you are a conservative person, yes, a conservative trader, by the way, so you may try to buy gold. So you may buy physical gold. So for example, it can be like a physical bar of gold or a coin of gold, yes. Or you may open long positions in gold contracts. And speaking about gold, I'm really interested in the Indian situation, in the Indian market situation. So do people from India prefer to buy gold? By the way, my friends, so if you do so, please leave the comments in the chat. But before we go to the Indian market, I'd like to remind you once more, my friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? And ring the notification bell. So please, Shahbaz, tell us more about India.
Okay, so let's start with the gold. So Indian Central Bank has around 743 tons of gold reserves, which is around 5.8% of total India's central bank reserve. And an interesting fact is Indian household has around $1.5 trillion worth of gold reserves. So that's about gold in India. Talking about wheat, India has recently banned the export of wheat. Because to fulfill the internal demand of the country of 1.35 billion people.
So that's owing to the food crisis, as far as I understand.
Definitely, yeah. And recently, today, IMF has requested India to lift the ban because more country will follow to ban, and it will worsen the crisis.
For sure.
Let's come to the inflation. Inflation consumer price index is around 7.79%. Talking about wholesale inflation, it's around 15.08%, which is higher than the previous month of 14.55%. And to control the inflation, Reserve Bank of India, which is the Central Bank of India, has increased the repo rate from 4% to 4.4%. And there is a demand from the committee that it should be further increased to 5%. And one of the main reasons of inflation all around the world, also in India, is oil prices. And India is a net importer of oil. India imports around 85% of total oil. And oil prices is around $110 to $112 per barrel, which is really high for oil importing countries like India. And if the price will remain in this range, India will end up paying around $110 to $120 billion in oil imports this year.
A lot.
Yes, and definitely to counter the inflation in India, Indian government has recently reduced the petrol prices by 9 rupees per litre and diesel prices by 7.5 rupee per litre. And it is expected that this decision will reduce the inflation by 20 to 40 basis point. Talking about GDP, considering the higher inflation, rising interest rate, the GDP forecast by the IMF, uh, it is reduced from 9% to 8.2%, and also S&P Global has reduced the GDP forecast of India from 7.8% to 7.3%. But by the way, IMF has recently also mentioned that India will be $5 trillion of economy by fiscal year 2025-26.
Oh, by the way, so sorry for interrupting you. So I've heard that India started buying oil from Russia.
Yes.
With like a big discount. Yeah,
Yes,
so
definitely. I would like to mention that Russia is now the fourth largest supplier of oil to India, and India is buying the discounted Russian oil for less than $70 per barrel.
quite a lot, my friends. Well, I've heard that actually right now the trade balance of oil, so Russia delivers approximately more than 200,000 barrels per day right now to India.
Yes,
and
yes.
this number is growing.
Yes, and it is 10 times higher than what we imported from Russia before this crisis.
Okay, but Shahbaz, but what to do? Yeah, so what to do for an ordinary man or woman? Yeah, so how to, so let's say, so how to save money?
Yeah, so definitely there are plenty of opportunities in Indian stock market. Talking about stocks, HDFC Bank is trading at a very good valuation right now. Today, IT sector stocks like Tata, TCS, Tata Consultancy Service, and Infosys were also down, and right now it is a perfect price to invest in IT sector in India.
Oh well, cool.
And and I think the Nifty 50 is already bottomed out. It can remain under pressure for some time, but the worst has already happened for India.
So you think it's over, or almost over?
Almost over. It can remain under pressure for some time, but it's over for India.
Okay, okay, we'll see, we'll see.
And talking about cryptocurrencies, so it's legal to invest in cryptocurrencies in India, and last year government has taken decision to impose 30% of profit tax on cryptocurrency. But yeah, you can invest and you can gain from it, and definitely you have to.
Well, you may gain, but
Yeah.
well, I've heard that one of the Indian officials said that actually it's not so good.
Yes.
Yeah, so there is like no eternal value. Yes, of crypto.
yes.
What do you think of that?
Recently, Reserve Bank of India's governor, Shashikant Das, has said that cryptocurrency has no intrinsic value, and it is very riskier to invest in cryptocurrencies because it's like an bubble. But we have an crypto expert with us, and his name is Alex. So let's give him the words to
Yeah,
Alex.
well, definitely. So we've got a really good professional experts of crypto markets, and definitely, my friends, even with the officials' statements, yeah. So some people prefer to buy crypto. So let's give a word to Alex. So Alex, please help us with understanding. So what's going on with the crypto prices? So please pick it up.
Live or what? Hello guys, my name is Alex, and today we're going to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency markets. So there is, as you can see, a panic in the disco, and Bitcoin is going down for, let's count, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. This is the 9th week in a row. I think this is like something of historical event. I have never seen something like this on a weekly scale. So we are severely dropping, and like everybody's on panic, and Bitcoin is sitting on the 30k very big psychological support level. So let's like talk a little bit about what are the chances that we can go down and where we can go down, or maybe we can go up. So in general, like everybody is scared that we can break through the 30K level and we can severely drop even further. So what should be like the expectations of this move? Okay, let's take a look. This level seems to be very solid for a couple of years actually, and if it will be breached, I think yeah we will go very south. So in my humble opinion, it's very likely that we can go to the previous all-time high that was in 2017. Plus, as you can see, there is nothing in between. I mean, between 20K and 30K is just some green candles without any big support over here. So probably the market will go south until 20K. Plus, as you can see, this is simple moving average with a period of 200, and it was very nicely supporting the price. For instance, here it was a caveat crash when the market dropped down for like 5 or 4K at the moment in like 2 years ago. It was supporting the price over here. Again, in the like previous crypto winter cycle when the Bitcoin was around 3K. In general, it's like reasonable to have this expectation that the price will touch it again. But I do have some doubts about the price touching it right now, because as you can see, we are falling dramatically a lot. And actually, if we take a look at the RSI indicator, for instance, we are in a quite overbought zone. And yeah, we didn't touch 30% level over here, but let's take a look. So for instance, where last time we were over here or here, and then it was some uptrend. We were here at the moment that I have mentioned just before in this COVID crash situation. We were exactly like slightly above 30% on the RSI on a weekly scale, and yeah, we were around 30% over here, meaning that these overbought and oversold zones for Bitcoin itself, they're not just 30 and 70% as a regular RSI can be counted. So in my humble opinion, probably there should be some signs of reverse, I mean in the short term, but eventually yeah we can drop and go down until this simple moving average with a period of 200. So I don't expect really that it will be the problem of the next couple of weeks, but there are like a lot of chances that we do. Apart from this, I'm just curious about what will be going on with the like big players positions. For instance, there is a whole country, El Salvador, that was investing in Bitcoin and they are in minus. There is a Tesla who was investing in Bitcoin. I think $1.5 billion were invested and they are in minus too. I think they were like taking it for 35K. Yeah, so they in the minus. Michael Saylor and his company MicroStrategy is in minus too. So they were like buying Bitcoin through the last couple of years, and now they are like in not in a big one, but slightly in the minus too, something about zero. And actually, talking about Michael Saylor and his strategy, he is quite assured that we will go up, because he was using. So in general, he does have around 130K of Bitcoin, 130,000 of Bitcoin in his fund, and he's using it as a collateral to take some USD on the balance, meaning that he is like participating for the up movement. But, and there is there is always a but if he failed with his expectations and we will go south and we will touch 21K, so this is exactly where the simple moving average is right now, he will be eliminated. His position will be eliminated, and he will need to sell around 20k of bitcoins by the market. So I think if we will go significantly lower, what I'm trying to say here, if we will go significantly lower here, there will be, you know, panic sale, plus there will be some sorts of liquidations even on, you know, big guys containing a huge load of Bitcoin as a collateral or as a liquidity. So if we move down significantly, I think the price can even touch the lower levels. So that's why I place here, you know, the ultimate support level for Bitcoin, and I guess this is around 11k, 12k. So we do have, you know, several scenarios over here, and one of the scenarios, like the worst, or maybe not the worst, if we crash through 30k, go down to 20k, and then moves like very, very rapidly to, I think, 12 or 13, it will be like a huge down drop. But in general, I think it will be even a better situation, because, you know, we're still in the bearish market for half a year, and according to the previous historical data, we stick in a bearish market for in general like 12 or 18 months. And if we're sitting already for 6 months, so it's like 6 or 12 months up ahead of the bearish market. But if we will drop, you know, severely down, the bullish market will start to rise, I guess, you know, not in 6 months or 12 months, but it will start to rise in a couple of months. So this is my expectation. I think probably the percentage of us getting down, maybe, I don't know, 20%. I mean, like in the short term. So I put around 80% that we are going up from the current position, according to this, you know, vicious cycle of selling for 8 to 9 continuous weeks. Plus we're very overextended on RSI, and we were in an overbought zone according to my expectations of the RSI. So I think that we probably will go up a little bit, but you need to understand that not Bitcoin itself is moving. Bitcoin itself is correlating with the stock market, for instance, a lot. And if I place here S&P 500, we can take a look at this. Sorry, too much zeros. Okay, let's take a look at S&P 500. So as you can see, there is like a huge correlation between these two charts. So actually, the Bitcoin market and the cryptocurrency market is following the stock market right now, and the stock market is falling dramatically too. So I guess the reason why Bitcoin is going up or down in this particular circumstances is the stock market. And as you can see, the stock market started to rise. So I am anticipating something like this in the short term, so we can see this up movements on Bitcoin too. But okay, let's take a look at the more, you know, lower time frames. So for instance, 1 day time frames, because, you know, this correlation, I don't have, you know, right data, but I think it's almost 100%. I think 90+%. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for this. So in general, what I'm trying to say, if the current market situation, S&P 500 and, oh gosh, the platform don't want to work today with me. So okay, let's make, okay, let's wait until it gets back with us. What the heck? Yeah, every time when I do some streaming, something goes wrong. I just get used to this, I guess. Okay, in any case, my expectations on the current Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market is to go up a little bit, because it seems to have some, northern movements on the stock market as well. And yeah, guys, I really wish to talk a little bit more, but I don't know, my platform is refusing to work. So by this, I'm farewelling with you, and you can get back to Shikbaz and Nick. Yeah, thank you for being here with me, and have a nice trades on crypto. Be safe with crypto, and stay tuned for the next updates. Bye bye, guys.
So, Alex, thank you very much for your opinion. It was really interesting to listen to you, as usual. And guys, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for your attention.
So guys, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos and streams.
Yes, my friends, thanks a lot and bye-bye.